The John Faber Award is for Best Photography in Newspapers, sponsored by Coca-Cola. This year, the honor goes to Daniel I'm about to do something very bad. Berehulak of Getty Images, who showed us both the devastation and breadth of the floods in Pakistan, but also the magic qualities of the country. Here from his post in New Delhi is Daniel. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. I'd firstly like to say thank you to the OPC to holding the event tonight and actually making it physically impossible for any of us to cover the royal wedding tomorrow morning. I had expected to say it's an honor to be here tonight for my work from Pakistan to be recognized, but it feels strange doing so after last week's tragedy. Losing both Tim Hetherington and Chris Hondras, a colleague and friend. They believed in telling stories of disasters, both natural and man-made. This kind of photography is not just a job. It's a calling and a life commitment. Often the risks are great, as photographers need to be out there in the thick of it to show what's happening. Tim and Chris, more so than anyone, knew the risks and dangers they faced, but were still compelled to tell a story. Whether it was the lives of ordinary people and children affected by war in Iraq, like Chris showed, or the story of young US soldiers in a very remote base in Afghanistan, like Tim showed. What they had in common was to tell stories of how conflict affected people. Last year, we had a natural disaster in Pakistan that few were paying attention to. The UN rated the floods as the greatest humanitarian crisis in recent history, with more people affected in Pakistan than the 2004 Southeast Asia tsunami and the recent earthquakes in Kashmir and Haiti combined. 20 million people were affected, with over 4 million rendered homeless. The half of New York City or the whole of San Francisco. I wanted to show the faces of these people that until that point were just numbers. In the light of last week's tragedy, there is one question we have all been asking ourselves. Is this worth it? And I remember a conversation I had with Chris as we caught up for coffee in January of this year, when we talked about many things, and about a wounded colleague who had lost a limb covering an bed in Afghanistan. Chris, in his clear and sincere conviction, said, "Without people like us going out there, these stories will not be told. It is our duty." Chris took on the role of older brother for me, but this is nothing to do with the age difference. His innate wisdom and passion for his work made him a mentor to many of us. So it is with a heavy heart that I accept this award from the OPC. I would like to thank my editors and colleagues at Getty who understand, support and believe in what we do. Without editors like these, our work would not be possible. I would also like to send thanks to all the fixers, drivers and translators who often put themselves at the same or greater risks than we do. And I would especially like to thank the bravery of our loved ones for putting up with us being away for months at a time, and all the sacrifices and the unknowns they face. I'd like to dedicate this award to Tim and Chris. Thank you.